Hello there. It is September 2025, and we're here for the what and the why. This reading is collective for all signs, and I don't like to go by signs because why do we want to just narrow the scope of what you should be learning based on whatever sign it is that you happen to be? Nothing wrong with that. But for this, I just want to broaden the horizons. So we're going to start out with this beautiful I'm aghast at this because it is so gorgeous. It is the Oak, Ash, and Thorn. This is a vintage tarot. We're going to use two tarots today. We're going to put this one to the side over here. I have pre-shuffled, but I want to shuffle again. Because while you're here with me, I just want you to take a deep breath, ask a question, and let's see about the answer. Here we are. Isn't it? You're going to see how lovely this is. Look at this. How fitting for September. We have the page. Here we are. The Page of Pentacles coming out strong. And the Knight of Wands. Yes, indeed. The Knight of Swords. And the Four of Swords. You know, usually within 4 to 5 cards, I can pretty much tell you what's going to happen in a situation, circumstance, or even in the month. And here we are, the bottom of the deck is the Sun card. Isn't this beautiful? Well, let's talk about these. I'm going to make some room over here for this little guy. We'll set him on the leaves. And we'll set this deck over here. Coming through the Page and the Wands, we've got a page here that is really, and we've got Bilbo who is really vocal. Let me calm that down. Okay, my darlings, here we go again. I have the Page of Pentacles to the Knight of Wands, a very interesting combination. You see, we have Pentacles, which is earth element grounding, can be financial, most generally financial. But then we have the Knight of Wands, which the wands are fiery. They're creativity. They open doors. They're all about movement and what it is that you want to do for September. I'm telling you, now is the time. If you are manifesting, if you are creating, it is the time to put things in place. Use this energy. This Knight of Wands is ready for you, my darlings, to jump into place. Let's take a closer look. This Page of Pentacles here to announce that money is right around the corner. Now you can say, but Zelda, I don't have any money coming. I don't have this. Well, you know what? It could be in the form of an opportunity based on this beautiful little guy. And look, we hit a little card underneath him. And look who it is. It's the Ten of Pentacles. And sometimes that happens. So now we have the Page of Pentacles, the Ten of Pentacles, which the Ten of Pentacles is what you're seeking. It's the end result. It's the abundance of your situation. It is preparing for not only your life, but those of you that have loved ones, friends, family, that have a certain desire to provide here, now, and beyond. This is such a wonderful, because look at this little family. Just look at this. Is this just not, I mean, please, my heart, those little sweethearts. And we hid him, I knew he was there. We hid him behind this Knight of Wands because look at him. Now, why is this a fox? Well, sometimes in order to get the edge in particular certain things, you have to be as sly as a fox. That's what it's all about. The wands, fiery element, things, heating things up, heating up the situation and preparing for something new to come. And then we have another knight, and no, there's not another little fellow under there. but another Knight of Swords. Now the swords is the air element. It's the thought. It is sometimes communication. Remember, the swords are double-edged, so it could be positive, could be negative. But here I want to show you this. We have everyone looking into, you see this? Everyone looking into, including this little fellow here, but we're going to talk about him in a minute. You have everybody looking into toward this Knight of Wands. So this is telling me that you got to just take a breath. Get yourself grounded. Work on things. Work on your situation for September, your circumstances. Because right now, the most important thing that is going to happen is that you're going to put some thought and some big thought to it. Because this Knight of Swords has a lot of movement itself. Very blustery. And the nickname for the Knight of the Swords is the Lord of Wind and Breeze. Facing things head on, knowing that change needs to be made, and you're here to help make it. Don't you love that? Now here's also the Four of Swords. Now we can turn it this way just so you get a better idea of this. This is a little raven here. He's taking a rest on this one sword. Now, this isn't a negative card, but there are definitely four swords, 4 stages. This is an invitation for you, my darlings, because you've been working so hard, that while you're putting your mind to things, working through it, creating a plan, remember, creating is your key word for September. You also have to take a rest. Take care of yourself. Recharge your batteries. This can be very exciting. What's happening now in life, when you're manifesting what it is that you really want, it is extremely exciting. Wonderful. Now, what does this mean, this little sun? Look at this. This sweet little bird carrying roses into the sunlight. Happy days ahead. Happy days, even though September is going to be very eclectic with emotions, with planetary aspects, with many other things. It doesn't matter. Because when you're living your best life now, those things in the natural do not affect you. And that's the goal for you to have. I'm loving this. Let's get our other deck. Let's get our other deck here. Now, this is the Vintage Tarot, the Rider-Waite. And let's see if we can confirm any of these cards. What are we confirming here? The 8 of Swords. That does not surprise me. The Ace of Wands, neither does that. 3 of Swords, the 5 of Cups, and the Judgment card. On the bottom of this deck, we have the 10 of Swords. Now, don't let this throw you, because I know what you're thinking. Oh my heck, Zelda. This was so beautiful. This was so powerful. And then all of a sudden you brought out this. Why did you bring out this second deck? Because this is reality. This is life. This is what happens. But you know what this is telling me? Let's think about it. The air sign of the air element of the swords. You see, this person looks like she's in dire straits. Got bound up there, got a blindfold on. But notice that these swords do not go all around her. Her legs, her feet are free. So what really does this mean? It means that sometimes we can hold ourselves back through our thoughts, because remember, swords, air element, are thought processes. Even our communication. We can talk ourselves into something, and we can definitely talk ourselves out of it. Have you done that before? Have you been really geared up to do something that you want, that you love, that you've been looking forward to, and the next thing you know, you've talked yourself out of it to the point where you don't even want to leave your room, you don't even want to leave your house? Well, this Ace of Wands, in connection with this Ten of Pentacles, and close to this sly little fox of what you are and what you're going to be, is saying that, look, there's a higher power over this. There is a benevolent hand coming out of the heavens saying, look what I have for you. Here's the energy you need, and this is a timing card, and this is soon. And it's saying, start now. Don't allow your thoughts, which are not the facts, by the way, interfere with your plan for September. Now, Zelda, I've been heartbroken. People don't believe in me. I don't have the support of my family, my community. That's okay. You've got the support of a higher conscious. You've got the support of your mindset and you. See, nobody else can do this for you but you. And yes, things have hurt before. Yes, it has been heartbreaking situations in which it has made you feel maybe guilty, maybe upset, feel filled with anxiety, and believing that you can't do it. And then there's this card. It's the Judgment card, but I like to call it the Discernment card. Why? Well, first of all, if you can see, these people look like they're waking up. It's a Judgment card, and it's basically saying it's time for some good judgment. It's time to get grounded again. So money, relationships, everything that you deserve can begin to flow again. You see, the wings off the frame of the card here pretty much say, there's a higher power over September, and it's just waiting for you to get started. Because you know what? If you don't get started now, the circumstances around you, your environment may not change. So when will you? If you want change, it starts within you. So what is this all about? Well, this happens to be a very temporary situation. Sometimes we feel defeated. Many times we feel that we've tried so hard and we've just failed so many times. Why try again? Well, this card, of dire straits that it looks, if you look here, there's a different color right above the seashore. And again, remember, it's the air element. It's the thought process. So this little band right here, normally in other decks, is a yellow. Well, that means that the sun is coming up on the horizon. And as long as you're above the ground, you got another chance at things. It's time to take that. If you're comfortable, if you've got a plan, if you know, because the only person in charge, my darling, is you. Let's grab a final message from this beautiful Oak, Ash, and Thorn deck. The Ten of Swords. And look at that. It's the same card as this. Isn't that amazing? That is a confirmation. And look, the feathers are flying. It's dire straits. And it just feels horrible. But you know what? Don't forget the sun that we had, because there's a Wheel of Fortune. And look at this Wheel of Fortune card. This Wheel of Fortune is all about many times the wheel goes around, and this is the time that the wheel has been at its lowest. September is that time where the wheel is going back up, and it's going to be your time. And I'm going to go one further and say this is a destiny. And look at this. What a magnificent card, the Emperor. And this Emperor energy is all about making the right decisions. And it's, by the way, the sign of Aries. Making the right decision. Look how majestic he looks. What a beautiful little fellow here. But in power, filled with love, passion, control, compassion, kindness, wisdom, understanding, and especially experience. This card overcomes all of the negativity. I want you to know that. And let's see this. This is an invitation for you, because you see you've got the pentacles here. And this fellow is, look at him. He is wrapped around this pentacle. Got a foot on each one. It's basically saying, save yourself. Savings. Hold on. Don't blow it. Good things are coming, but you've got to put a little of your creativity in it. So the what is where? What is it that you want to do, and where is it? Look at this. And we have the counterpart, the Empress, and this is the Hanged Man, telling us time to look at things from a different perspective. But let's talk about these two royal wonders. This, he is very stoic, stern, almost peaceful in his thought process. Not almost, he is. And then we have that gal. This gal, I'm loving it. She is the Empress, and she's basically saying, look, if you just relax, you're going to get through it. Put a pencil to it, figure out your plan, hold on tightly, look at things through a different perspective, and know that your time is coming. And it may as well be September. Because if it's not, when else are you going to start? It's time to get grounded, my darlings, because September will be the month for you. If you would like a personal reading with me, you are more than welcome to stop on over to our psychic shop. I will leave the link in the end of this video, and it is in the description. Stop on over. If nothing else, just say hello. I'm wishing you the best September of 2025. And I can't wait to hear what you've got going on. Leave me a comment. Will you do that? Also, like, subscribe. We've got a lot of more things coming out. It's going to be wonderful. That's it for today, my darlings. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you again next time. Bye for now.